Blessed love and blessings up. The Snicker King Andy Ruiz admits to not training as hard as he should have and to overlooking Anthony Joshua's capabilities. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to
Ruiz Boxing.
Blessed love and blessed day. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fire, and this is Real Life Boxing. AJ, Anthony Joshua defeats Andy Ruiz, and Andy Ruiz says he didn't train hard enough, and he overlooked Anthony Joshua. Hey, before we get into it, I'm going to ask you guys to smash on the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded, and you can be notified when we are going live here at Real Life Boxing. AJ, Anthony Joshua, just defeated Andy Ruiz in a unanimous decision victory. Put a boxing lesson on Andy Ruiz. Some people are saying that Anthony Joshua ran all night, or he fought like Floyd, or he fought like Ali. Some people are saying Andy Ruiz did not let his hands go enough and did not do as good as he could have done. Andy Ruiz came into this fight 15 pounds heavier, and it was noticeable. It was visibly noticeable. I said this coming into this fight. No way he should have put on 15 pounds. He tried to, he tried to downplay it by coming out in an interview and saying, oh, his clothes weighed a lot and he ate a lot of food. That's why he gained the weight. And then right after the fight, first thing that he comes out and says is that he didn't train hard enough. He shouldn't have put the weight on. Next time he'll do better. Next time he knows what to expect. And I'm not going to completely dump on Andy Ruiz and shit on Andy Ruiz because I think a lot of people had it twisted in this fight. A lot of people were saying, oh, Anthony Joshua doesn't have enough time in 6 months to fix what he needed to fix. Anthony Joshua has too many mistakes to fix in 6 months. A lot of people felt like that. But was 6 months not enough time for Andy Ruiz to get used to being a unified heavyweight champion? Was 6 months not enough time for Andy Ruiz to get used to being the first Mexican heavyweight champion of all time? I said this in a video a couple months ago. Were the roles reversed now, with AJ being the challenger and Andy Ruiz being the champion? You know what I'm saying? There's all the pressure on, instead of all the pressure being on AJ now, is all the pressure on Andy Ruiz now. Is AJ more relaxed now because he's the challenger coming in? Is Andy Ruiz have more pressure on him because he's the champion now? Not to mention unified champion of the world, 3-4 belts. So beat Anthony Joshua, got a good payday in that fight, and then got another good payday in this fight. So this guy has just been living life, buying mansions, buying Rolls Royces, buying cars, partying, the bling all over the world on different talk shows, just living the life. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, was the 6 months too short of a time for Andrew Ruiz to adapt to being heavyweight champion of the world? You know what I mean? Because obviously it was good enough time for Joshua to do what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? And Joshua didn't have to make any huge changes, you know what I'm saying, or any big changes, you know what I mean, to win this fight. He had to drop some of the muscle, come into the fight in physically better condition, not, jacked up with muscles. He had to come to the fight in physically better condition, in condition that was going to allow him to box a heavyweight championship match for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? The condition that's going to allow him to move and box like he should be doing against a fighter like Andrew Ruiz. Instead, in the first fight, he caught Andrew Ruiz, dropped him, and then tried to rush the knockout and made a mistake, and he paid for it. You know what I'm saying? But in this fight, he came back. He went to training camp. He fixed the mistakes that he needed to fix and came back and just put a boxing lesson on Andrew Ruiz. And the first thing that Andrew Ruiz says is, I gained too much weight. You know what I mean? As soon as this dude got on the scale and I seen 280, I was like, wow, he's almost 300 pounds. You couldn't have expected Andrew Ruiz to fight better in this fight than he fought in the first fight, coming in at that weight. The only thing that served a purpose for him in this fight is when AJ tried to tie him up. He was just really too big for AJ to even tie him up. And with AJ dropping all the muscle that he dropped, of course he sacrificed some power, so he wasn't even strong enough, you know what I mean, to hold Andrew Ruiz when he wanted to. But putting on that weight was not going to be beneficial to Andrew Ruiz winning this rematch. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking like, man, Andrew Ruiz kind of disappointed his people, kind of let everybody down. But I'm not going to go as far as saying that, even though I'm sure he probably feels like that. But that's a lot to get used to. And that's a lot to, you know what I mean? It's a lot to get used to in a 6 month period. He's going on a vacation. He's buying new houses. He's moving cars. Just a whole entire, life change that could easily take a year to adapt to. So in the midst of his life changing outside the ring, he still had to get back in there and defend his belts in 6 months. And, he wasn't forced to do this. He signed the bottom line. He chose to do it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going to get on this video and just dumping shit on Andrew Ruiz. But I was saying it earlier. Could the positions in this fight from the first fight have changed? The first fight, all the pressure was on AJ being the world champ, holding on to his belts. Now I felt like all the pressure was on Andrew Ruiz in this fight, being the first Mexican champ, not wanting to be a fluke, not wanting to seem like his first win was a fluke or some type of hype job. You know what I mean? He wanted to prove that he was the real deal, but he didn't go about doing it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's my issue. I don't see how putting on 15 pounds, how anyone could have thought that was going to benefit Andy Ruiz. But like I said, you 3-4 belt champion, hard to get used to. Hard to adapt to when your life is changed like that in 6 months, and then got to go back in training camp and defend your title again. You know what I mean? This guy's buying houses, cars. He's, if he bought the house, he had to move into it. You know what I mean? Just and he's taking care of his whole family, his moms, everyone. So, like I said, we ain't gonna like shit on Andrew Ruiz, but he could have done better. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he learns from this experience, and he'll get the chance to fight for a world championship again, which I'm sure that he would, because he's a pretty good fighter. So we'll see what happens from here on out. Anyway, you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight. Protect yourself at all times. Peace and one blessed love. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.